Hey doing, this is Gary with Golden Hammer Paintless Dent Repair in Boulder, Colorado. So one of the questions we get asked quite often is how do we actually go about fixing the dents? How do we do it? So the way we do it, I'm going to show you a few different situations and basically the tools that we would use to do them. So there's a couple options. We can either get behind the damage and push it out, and if we're going to do that, we're going to use tools like these that have access to the back side, and we're going to make little pushes. So this is the type of dent right here that we would use these tools and techniques for. It's just a small little ding here below this door handle. And so I have a window guard in between the window glass and the outside of the panel to protect it from being scratched or broken. This is a window wedge, which helps to just open it up a little bit so I can get my tool in there easier and have better access. And so once the tool's down in there and on the damage, it's just a matter of making the pushes in the right spots to go ahead and loosen up that metal and bring it back to its original location. So we're still not quite done. It needs to be finished off. I'm going to stop there and move on to the next. And we also have our dent light, obviously, which allows us to see the reflection of the damage and the depth of it. So if we're in a situation where we're not actually able to get open access behind it, where we can get a big rod in, we have other tools that we use, such as this, which is called a whale tail. So it's like a limited access type tool. And so we would use that in a space such as on the roof of this vehicle if I had a dent right behind this brace here. And how it works is the tool just goes up in, and then I twist it, and I'm able to make my pushes to bring that dent out. This was a hail vehicle, so everything's taken apart. I already did fix the roof though, so I can't actually show you that. There's nothing left to show you. And so then the third type of damage would be on a panel like this where there's no access whatsoever to the back. Alright, I'm back. I had a customer walk in. Anyways, so what I'm saying here, this is like a typical hail style dent on a roof rail, and the best way to get this type of damage out is going to be with glue pull methods. So I have my hot glue gun. I have a various assortment of glue tabs. I have a choice of a mini lifter to lift up the damage, or I have a slide hammer that will put a shock on there and pull the dent up. So that's how that type of damage is repaired. You can see there too in the light, it has our reflection just of our little dent. I'm going to set the phone down. A little bit of glue on the tab, not too much is needed. Put that on the damage. Get our slide hammer out. Typically better to do it with two hands, but for this purpose, that should be it. Tab didn't release on its own, so we'll just use a little bit of release solution on there. Tab comes off, glue comes off, and now I'm left with a high spot. So the high spot is very typical of glue pull repair, and at that point we get our hammer, blending hammer, and knock it down flat. So I'll finish that one out off camera, but basically you see there how that type of damage is repaired with paintless dent repair methods. And hopefully that's a little bit of good info just to help people understand, help customers understand a little bit better about how we actually go about fixing the dents. We don't use the dry ice method. We don't use suction cups or squeegees or plungers or anything like that. I guess we wouldn't use squeegees, but you know what I mean. Alright, thank you.